Hello everyone, welcome to the Botman project demonstration. Let's quickly take a look at what Botman is, how it really works, and how you can use it to deploy your bots. So Botman is a framework to help you host and deploy your bots on the cloud so that they can be available 24/7. So it essentially helps you save effort and time on deploying your bots on the cloud. How it does that is that it pushes your bot code onto the Heroku cloud. There are just a few simple steps to follow. Your bot will be pushed onto the cloud and it will be live all the time. And then you can integrate your bot with various uh, Slack channels that you are part of. Botman can be hosted on EC2 or any other cloud instance for that matter. Although for this demonstration, we're going to run it locally. So let's get right into it. This is our Botman GitHub repository. Go cmd and we are gonna send the server live here. So now our project server is live on port 3000. This is the home screen. You just have to hit login in with GitHub, and you are gonna have to provide authorization to this application to your GitHub account. We didn't really want to take any of the personal data of the user, and we needed to use their GitHub to push their code onto the cloud because that is one of the requirements of the Heroku cloud. So this is the architecture we've gone with. So this is the home screen of the application. It's a very simple home screen, as you can see. That was the whole core of the project, to make things simple, and we didn't want to complicate things with a very fancy UI. This is something that fits perfectly for this project. And you can see a few simple steps here. What we are going to need is for the user to download and install the Heroku CLI build. And once that's done, you can go in here and follow the second step, which is to create a directory. And that's a directory that's been created for me on the Heroku cloud. Now if I go into my Heroku account, I can see that this directory has been created here. So I've saved all the time and effort that I would have had to put out otherwise to create that directory. Now we're just going to make this directory the master, and as simple as that, that is now done. What we're going to do next is go into our editor and copy paste our code into here. So we already have created a couple of bots. Let's see how that works out. So here is a scheduler bot that we've created. All it does is saves your schedule for the week, and others can simply access it without bothering you, asking you what your schedule for the week is. We go to our application and we are going to copy paste our code over here. This editor is a JavaScript editor, and we don't have any errors on the code right now. If we insert one, it will show us an error, and that's perfectly fine. Now this part closes and we can go to our Slack channel to create a bot and get a token from there. That can be done from here, apps and integrations, and we can build a bot, make a custom integration, bots, and give it a name. So I'm going to say John's schedule bot. Add custom integration, and Slack will now provide us a token that we can use in our bot. So we're going to copy paste this token. I'll go to my code and I'm going to copy paste that token here. So that's it, that's our code. Looks like it's perfect, it's compiling, there are no errors. So we can go ahead, copy paste this, save our workspace so that we don't lose it later at any point. Now we go to the upload files tab, and this is where we upload our app.js, which is the coding file. And we need a package.json, which will consist of the requirements, the dependencies that come along with this bot. And I have it saved here. When we go back here, and these are all the dependencies. Now I'm going to hit the upload button. So Botman will install all the dependencies that you need, and it will push your app code and the dependencies onto the cloud so that your bot can be live. You can go to our Slack channel now, and this bot should be ready in a few moments. Meanwhile, let's take a look at what the business logic for this is. So we're maintaining a copy of the code that the user uploads, so that can later be used for data analytics, and we can also advertise on our websites. So that's the business model for this bot building website. The niche value of this project is that there is only one bot builder vendor currently available in the market. It's a Silicon Valley startup called Gupshup.io. So there are no other companies currently plying their trade in this domain. We have tested our bot while it was hosted on an EC2 instance. We load tested it by sending 10,000 calls, and all the calls were handled within a maximum period of 29 seconds, as you can see here. And all calls had a fairly consistent and a quick response time. So let's go and see if our bot is now available. It still isn't. It takes a little bit of time for the code to get activated. Okay, so just as we had hoped, our bot is now live. It's communicating with us from the cloud, and we can start talking to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add Monday is my meeting with the marketing team. I want the bot to remember this. He has already been programmed to remember all my schedule that I give him, and he responds saying that alright, I have uploaded your schedule. So whatever instruction we gave to the bot has now gone into the Heroku cloud, and the information is stored, and you can retrieve it anytime you need it. So we can go on and invite this bot to our chat channel by going John schedule bot, and we can invite him. Now anytime anyone wants to know what John's schedule for Monday is, all he has to do is go to the John schedule bot and say show schedule, which is the way the bot has been programmed, and it will show exactly what is doing on Monday or for the rest of the week, or whatever he's added into his scheduler. So that's how a bot works. Every user can of course have his own bots which has their own purposes that they need from the bot. So that is essentially what Botman does. It effectively reduces the amount of time you spend on configuring and deploying your bots on the cloud. So let's take a look at how this project can be improved in the future. We would like to extend our support to popular social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and most importantly WhatsApp, who are soon going to allow bot functionality on their platform. Currently we only support JavaScript, but we'd soon like to support Python based bots as well, which is a very popular bot making programming language. We'd like to enhance the user experience and perhaps embed an emulator on the website, which will show the user before uploading how his bot is going to work in the real environment. So that's it. That is what the Botman project is. We hope you like it. Thanks for watching.